Hello there, everyone. It's Jason. Time for story review time. Today we're going to talk about a great book, and all preceding other videos will also talk about great books. So here's what you want to know about this book. The White Cascade, the Great Northern Railway Disaster in America's Deadliest Avalanche by Gary Krist. Cover the book here. Yeah. Pretty harrowing looking, right? And it's a good one. Now, the thing about this book is it's a slow build. Gary Krist took the time to really develop the narrative. He did a lot of historical research. He's got notes in the back that go back pages and pages, and other reference guides and bibliography, of course. But what you'll want to know if you take time to read this monster, which is really great, it was apparently, at the time, 1910, the deadliest avalanche to hit in America, and then, of course, result in a pretty bad disaster for the railways, and in particular, the Great Northern Railway. So without going into too much great detail, I'll just tell you this much. It's an easy read. It's got a lot of great characters. It got real-to-life history. Fuck this. And it's actually historically significant, of course. 1910 was a very, perhaps, peak era of railway building with railway tycoons and barons who were incredibly motivated and driven to build railways into the West and expand America through the mountain ranges, in this particular case, Cascade Range, out in western Washington, to prosper, bring people and supplies and resources out west, and vice versa. So if you want a great adventure story that takes some characters that are really well developed, that are based in historical reality, this is the good book to start with. You've got a guy named James Hill, who's the superintendent of the Great Northern Railway in this sector, that part of the Washington State Cascade Mountains. And his responsibility is to keep the trains running east and west, back and forth, over this incredibly arduous terrain of the Cascade Mountains through a pass called Stevens Pass. And Stevens Pass is particularly known to have been built up with a lot of historical stories of avalanches and experiences with massive avalanche falls. And in this case, you have a couple of trains that were stranded in the middle of these mountain ranges, and they were devastated, and I won't give away too much, by what happened to be what you might call the perfect storm of avalanches. The perfect storm of so much heavy snowfall, so much what they called wet concrete or cascade concrete. In the story, it stranded these two trains, one of which was a mail train. Of course, the other one was a passenger train packed to the brim with many panicking and worried travelers, people with families back home, out in Everett and Seattle, to the west and to the east, Leavenworth and Spokane. So these families often would say goodbye to their friends and family as they crossed over the Cascades into the regions of the west, of the Pacific Northwest. And the men that worked hard and drove themselves to near exhaustion during this event are well chronicled in this, as they did all that they could with a variety of other snow removal trains at that time, who had giant fans that could move the snow on the front of them, had to work day and night during this particular incident to try to clear a variety of avalanches that had piled up in the immediate vicinity of these stranded trains. But the weather was unrelenting, and the snows fell, and then, of all things, a heavy rainstorm, of course, came through the mountain pass. This is after days and days of people struggling to survive aboard trains from the 1910s. So I highly recommend it. Give it a shot. Gary Krist, The White Cascade. It'll keep you up. It's a good book, maybe not a fabulous page turner, but it certainly will hold your attention. Slow burn on that one. So enjoy, give it a shot. This has been Dad's Reading Nook. And please don't fold those dog ears. It hurts the dogs. See ya.